Well, let me start off by apologizing for what happened with the last one. So, for I think it was 8 of you that clicked on it, for some reason, no audio got recorded, and that was bad, and I apologize for that. Um, the introduction to that one was I was dying of the flu. It's one of the worst flus I've ever had. My middle child got really high fever about noon on Christmas Eve, and by the 26th, he had taken down the rest of us with him. And me and my wife were completely bedridden for 3 days. We could not get out of bed. Fortunately, the kids were sick too, and so they didn't need a whole lot of attention. And yeah, I don't. If any of you got it, man, you know it was bad. The thing was it. The worst part was it just took so long to get over it. I have never so I had it for I think a full week, and then a sinus infection set in. And frankly, my nose is still not clear. Like I don't know what is going on up there, but my usual cocktail is not knocking this thing out. That cocktail being Sudafed, the behind the counter stuff, Mucinex, and ibuprofen. That usually helps me out. But man, I'm having to take it every 6 hours or so, which you can retake it every four. But man, usually that's when I start feel it wear off. But man, this it was just a doozy. But anyway, so I blame the fact that I didn't catch it on that. Like I had no interest in rewatching the video. It was oh gosh, it was so bad. I was dying. It was awful. um, but anyway, so uh, for those of you that don't know, this channel started with me going through all of the years in film on Wikipedia and trying to figure out what the best what the best year in Hollywood history actually was. Because most people say it's 1939. I thought, well, maybe that's true from the point of view of what movies came out that year, but I was interested in quantity. And it also, and so going through and counting how many must see movies came out inside of each year, and it also became an interesting project of seeing when movies started to not be as good. So I also said in one of them that the big thing is I feel like the Oscars need to stop for 5 years and then rate movies from 5 years ago. And that way we'd actually have a better judge on their impact on pop culture and the world at large. So, with that in mind, in order to not be a hypocrite, I decided to stop at 2018 when I originally did this last year. Um, well, when I did it in 2023. And so that way it'd be 5 years ago. And so now that it is a new year, and I originally posted this on January 1st, it's time to do 2019 because that was now 5 years ago. I've already done this once, so it'll be a little bit less surprising. I actually already know a number. But yeah, let's go through it with sound for you all. Highest grossing films of the year, no surprise there. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Best film, Golden Globes, Academy Awards, Parasite. I think that this is going to list, yeah. So also, starting in like 2004, I think it broke them all off by country, and so I'm just doing American films because that is we're trying to determine Hollywood's greatest year. That's in America. So Escape Room, no. Let me know in the comments. Was that one any good? They made a sequel out of it, so at least broke even. That one's actually pretty good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Watch it with your kids; they'll have fun. But it's not a must see. That one got pretty good reviews, but it's one of those that. But see, this is where the 5 years comes in. At the time, people liked it, but I haven't heard anything about it since. So not a must see. Are there really any must sees in January? I ask you. Happy Death Day to You. That one's actually pretty fun. Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You are both very entertaining movies. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. People did really like that one, and it's must see from a completionist standpoint. But I believe that the one that everybody says you absolutely must see is the second one, How to Train Your Dragon 2, obviously. Which what is with that habit Hollywood has of having a series, and the first one comes out, and the second one is two, and then the third one has a different has a subtitle, and no three. I don't know why do they do that. Finding with My Family. I wanted to see that one, never did. Didn't hear anything about it at all. Captain Marvel, absolutely not. Kid, Vincent D'Onofrio directs. Huh, I could have sworn I remembered seeing this one on the shelves at Blockbuster. That definitely couldn't be. Not in 2019. Double R. I thought that was a rating for a second, just glancing. Us, yeah, that one was, people were disappointed with that one after Get Out. Like, oh, that was not what we hoped for. You let us down. You were supposed to be the second coming of Alfred Hitchcock, Jordan Peele. What happened? We really need to stop building people up after their first movie, honestly. Shazam, it was fun. It's definitely not a must see movie. Have we had a must see DC movie since Batman 1989? I don't remember. I don't think so. I'm trying to remember what I said last time and try to give you the full the original take, but I can only go so far. So Avengers Endgame is, again, it's one of those weird things where it's like I feel like the entire MCU is a must see at least once, but I can't do that in this context. So as far as individual movies go, I think Iron Man 1 is a must see, and the um first Avengers movie is also a must see. Other than that, all the others are just kind of, yeah, take it or leave it. Um, Either watch them all together. Like, you can't just watch Avengers Endgame by itself. Nobody would ever say, "Oh, Avengers Endgame is a great movie," and people and someone would have not seen the other ones and actually enjoy themselves. Or I think that was one of the first ones that had people think, "Oh, Zac Efron is he's gotten pretty good." Tolkien, I wanted that one to be good, but I didn't hear anything good about it. Love Tolkien. John Wick 3. It's really good. Uh, but I would say that John Wick 1 is the only one that is an absolute must see. And then keep going if you want to. Actually, well, after doing my other one, I watched the trailer for this one because I was like, I don't. Johnny Depp playing what looks like a normal person, and it that is what it looks like, but don't know anything about it. Aladdin. It was nice to see Guy Ritchie do something that was really financially successful, but no, Brightburn, we really thought was going to become a must see, but it wasn't. So disappointing. Okay, so Booksmart is another good example. It was very popular when it came out, but by the end of the year, people had kind of stopped talking about it, and I haven't heard anybody mention it in a while. Could be because Olivia Wilde's most recent uh, director movie is, whew, it was not well received. Rocket Man, no. Dark Phoenix, oh gosh, no. Secret Life of Pets 2. The Last Black Man in San Francisco. What in the world? No, there's two. Look at that. Shaft, I heard that one was pretty good, but Toy Story 4, nope. Nah, no, that's the worst of the Toy Story movies. Spider-Man Far From Home. Nope. Uh, so that one's interesting because I would say, I almost would say that Spider-Man No Way Home is a must see, but the thing is, it's only a must see if you've seen every single Spider-Man movie up to that point, and Doctor Strange. Okay, we have one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. A lot of people have said is Tarantino's best movie. Um, a lot of people have been doing a toss up between that one and Inglorious Bastards, and some people still throw up Pulp Fiction in there as well. But I feel like there's a general consensus that that one has been surpassed. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Yeah, remember how that happened? Remember that happened? There's a live action Dora the Explorer movie. Me either. Peanut Butter Falcon. I wanted to see that one. I heard it was really good, but again, no one talks about it. Has talked about it since, which I don't know. I wonder if it's because of just how fast things come out and how many things come out now that it's very difficult for a movie to make a lasting impact, and we forget about these movies that are actually pretty good, but then they're just drowned in the swamp that is everything else coming out, and we just forget about them. It Chapter 2. I think I made It Chapter 1 a must see because people have still been talking about that one, but 2 was, a lot of people were disappointed in that one. Sound of Silence. I don't know that one. Sheeta Jones and Peter Sarsgaard, like them. Abominable, that's a good one for your family. Not a must see, but it's a good movie. There were high hopes about that one. Joker. I'm gonna say no. For starters, we recently had Joker 2 come out, and there seems to be a general consensus that it was so bad that it tainted this one's legacy, and a lot of people don't want to ever watch it again. But even when it came out, while it was called good, it was basically called a Taxi Driver ripoff, and so watch Taxi Driver. You won't feel the need to watch a horrible sequel. Oh, I forgot about that one. Jojo Rabbit. Mm, so I feel this is one interesting. I feel like 2, maybe 3 years ago it would have made the must see list, but now Taika Waititi has he's really fallen out of favor, and even this one I feel like people are going back and rewatching it and thinking, oh, maybe he wasn't that good. Maybe that movie wasn't either. So currently not a must see. Maybe we should do this in 10 years to see what happens. Oh no, people actively hated that one. Okay, Klaus. Klaus is a modern Christmas classic. You should watch it every year. It is so good. It is so beautiful. The writing is great. Voice acting, it's fantastic. J.K. Simmons is Santa the first time because we recently had that Red One movie come out and he played Santa. He's so warm and great, and there are scenes that will have you tearing up. Um, and just keep going from where it starts. The way that it starts, you don't think it doesn't even feel like a Christmas movie at the beginning. But yeah, well worth the watch. Really good movie. Ford versus Ferrari. I'm gonna think about that one. Come back to it. So I have the number that I came up with last time I did this, but I don't remember what they were. So we'll see. Knives Out. I would say that one's a must see. It was really fun. I've heard people critique the mystery aspect of it, and that it wasn't that great of a mystery movie, but it's so much fun, and we need more movies like that are just really entertaining, great movies. Cats. There's some debate about whether or not Cats is so bad that you need to see it. I haven't yet. I need to get the Riff Tracks version, which is what became Mystery Science Theater. If you have not heard of Riff Tracks, you need to go to rifftracks.com or Riff Tracks Best of Twilight. It is one of the funniest things ever made. Oh gosh. Forget Monos and the Hand of Fate. Or what's the other one? I can't remember what the other one is. I think Monos was their like really big one with Mystery Science Theater. But Twilight Rift Tracks is the one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Little Women, 1917. At the time, people absolutely loved it, but now nothing. All right, what was the one I said we needed to revisit? Frozen 2, right? No. Ford versus Ferrari. Um, so that one when it came out was really good. I saw it. It's still really good. Is it a must see? It's a very good question. I'm not sure. Um, Leaning towards yeah. Oh boy. Tell you what, I will say no. Because it wasn't a very impactful movie. If you're interested in car history, you absolutely should see it. But I'm going to say no. But if enough people comment and tell me that I'm wrong and it should be, I will mea culpa and update the count. So we're at 3 for 2013, which is the lowest we've had, or 2019, which is the lowest we've had since 2013's 2. Um, Man, I keep thinking we're going to have a 0 year, but there's always at least one or apparently two that get us up there. So appreciate you watching this, and you'll see me next time if you subscribe.